Today I am back downtown at Ross's Landing again, where we were when we did a little history of Chattanooga. You'll recognize, this place over here where I was before. We are at the Ross's Landing concert venue. This is the second night of Riverfront Nights, one of the many free concerts that Chattanooga puts on downtown throughout the summer. Friday nights is Nightfall. We went there. Saturday nights is Riverfront Nights. And this is where, if you're familiar at all with Riverbend, which is our big music festival, I think it's typically in June. I say I think because I never go, at least not in the last 15 years or so. But it's held right here, and they bring in a massive stage on the river and dock it here at the edge of Ross's Landing. And so that's where the main stage is for Riverbend. Tonight it's more of like, we pulled a trailer up, we got a cover over it. It's a pretty small stage. But every Saturday they bring in two bands. I rarely ever know who they are. But, they'll do anything from hip-hop to southern rock to jazz to, I don't know, you name it. They've got artists down here for that. And I'm here before it starts. I thought I would get here a little bit early so I could at least talk a little bit up front and not be too interrupted. But one of the reasons I like Riverbend Riverfront Nights so much, number one, I like the location, and I like the sort of the amphitheater feel. But there is this nice grassy area in front of the stage where not only people gather to sort of stand and listen to the music or dance if they want to, but, families come out, they put their blankets down, their kids play, their dogs are here. There's a lot of hula hoops going on and other kinds of stuff happening. And then there's also another little hill to one side that is a sort of a grassy knoll of sorts where people bring their dogs to play. And, it's just, I don't know, it's just got a really nice vibe to it being on the river. And so to me, it's a lot more fun than Nightfall. I know I have detractors. Now, I am a little overdressed. It's the 1st of June, and I'm wearing a jacket. But the weather does call for rain, and I've got a few little spits of water here and there, and that's why I've got my cap on with a bill. I've got a hood I can pull up. This is basically the outfit that I wore when I was walking the streets of Edinburgh. So I can sort of cover up if it starts to rain and not let that stop me, because that's the nice thing about the iPhone. It's water resistant. KZ106 is the classic rock station for Chattanooga. It's been around for decades, I suppose, maybe as long as there's been rock. And they are one of the many sponsors of the show. Their DJs come down to announce the bands and such. And then there are other places around as well that serve as sponsors for the concert. And then there's food trucks and places up here for people to sit and sort of drink their beer or their glass of wine and have dinner and whatever. And play cornhole, the national pastime of Tennessee. Well, we're about to tackle the first band of the evening, which is Lenox Hill, and it is starting to rain. And so this is a rain or shine event. I'm not sure that I'm a rain or shine event. But we'll keep going as long as we can.
Too long. This is a little more like what I had originally intended to do at nightfall, and I didn't get there. It's a little long. The video's a little long, I think. I talked too much at the beginning. I did use the audio from the concert on this video. I have no idea, as I'm recording this, what YouTube's going to do with that. It was, as far as I could tell, they were doing their own song, so maybe I won't get hit with a copyright strike. We'll wait and see. So I did one video of a complete song, and I made sure I got some shots of the band, and then I would pan around and get shots of the crowd, because I knew that I wanted to overlay some other shots on top of that video. That track alone was about 4 minutes, and so I'd already talked over 3. And at some point, as I was editing, I said, you know, nobody's going to want to keep listening to this song. So I just kind of cut it off and let it fade. And I wound up leaving pretty much after that song. Might have been a couple of songs later, because it started to rain, and it started to rain pretty hard before I got back to the car. So this was a little more like what I wish I had done at nightfall. Said all that to say this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will see you tomorrow.